You know what? I've been thinking about something. Sorry about that. All right. Don't bother about the poor lighting. Don't worry about this wire. That's my cord charging my lantern. Yeah. Don't worry about the wire. Don't worry about the poor lights. Don't worry about the poor camera. The background is not poor though. But just hear me out. So I've been wanting to post this video since January this year. This is like July 7th. Is it 7th? Yeah, I think 7th of July. Yeah. And if you come to think of it, we're over like the next half of the year. You know, we've entered the second half of the year. And I was thinking to myself, like, hold on a minute. I said I was going to start, you know, creating this channel since January this year. I said I was going to, post consistently, do a lot of things. And to be honest, I've not been really like up with that. Procrastination has got me on the neck right here. I've been procrastinating since January. And to be honest, it is actually affecting my trading. I won't lie, it's been affecting my trading because, there's a saying they say, how you trade mirrors your physical life. So if you cannot be consistent with your normal daily activities, with your normal life, you can't be consistent with trading. I think I am a living example of that. I always procrastinate things. I always, you know, tomorrow I'll do it, I'll get it tomorrow. Even right now, I made my bed, but I said, you know, let me just give it a start. I think part of the things that made me, delay up to this time, not building up this channel, it's because uh, I go on YouTube and I see a lot of people's videos, and you see all these fancy edits, you see all these fancy thumbnail. Probably this video wouldn't even have a thumbnail because I don't know how to do that. But I will, as time goes on, I will, you know, learn how to do that and all. Yeah, but for now, let's just be, consistent in making these videos. I want to be consistent in making these videos, you know, sharing my journey, sharing how things has been up with me, you know, about trading, my journey as a trader, I have a thought in my head that says, we see all these trading gurus, we see all these traders online, and everybody seems to have, oh, here's three things that can improve your trading. Here is the one thing I changed that made my trading get better. Here's the one strategy that makes me $10 million a day. Here's this strategy, here's that strategy, here's this, here's that, here's the three things, here's the three things that make the top 1% of trading. Yeah, I've watched all those videos. I've watched everything, and no, it hasn't helped me in any way. You know, as much as we can watch these videos and, you know, remain, when you're watching the video, you be like, yeah, it feel as if the person is talking to you. Yeah, you can resonate with what he or she is saying, but that doesn't, you know, that doesn't really make you a good trader. Being a good trader means, or being a good trader entails you putting in the work, you know, putting in the work and the rest, you know. So aside procrastination, I also lack consistency. Yeah, I've been seeing that in my, workouts. I've been setting some rules, things to do, things not to do, and time again, I would, you know, go back and break my rules and do this kind of stuff. And these remaining 6 months, for the remaining 6 months of this year, I really want to try this routine of let me document a journey. I want to document my journey for 6 months and see by December if I have made any changes, if any changes has occurred, or if any change has occurred. That's why I'm making this video. So this video is it's gonna be, hopefully it's gonna be the first of many. You know, I want to document, my journey in 6 months. And mind you, I've been trading since 2020. Yeah, I've been trading since 2020, and you know, started off with crypto. Oh, this dog. Started off with crypto, and from crypto, I got into forex. Started trading forex. I've been up and down, made money, lost money, lost more. You know, and then I look at these trades and look at all my trades. I look at everything everything I'm doing, and I just would pin it down to something. I want to, have this. I'm coming. I want to have this thing whereby I take a trade. You know, at the end of the trade, I see if my plan actually works. Not actually if the plan works. I see if I actually like follow the plan. Sorry about the dog though. I don't know why it's barking up and down. So to follow the plan, that is the main goal. Did I follow the plan? Did I, abandon the plan? That is what I'm gonna be doing. So I just want to document this journey here on YouTube for 6 months. Yeah. It's not gonna just be like 6 months. It's gonna be more, but I just want to see where I can go in 6 months. And on probably the next video, I'll give you all a recap of how this year has gone for me, things I've done in trading. Just a recap of everything. I'll see you in the next one.